From Theater 104. I'm vlogging today about my first experience with an EEG test the other day. Hopefully my last because it was a little bit weird. But I wanted to talk about it because it was something new and definitely interesting. So for my Psych 103 class, I needed to have a certain number of research hours fulfilled in order to get credit for that part of the grade. So, of course, like a natural procrastinator, I waited until the last week, 2 weeks, to do it. So, I got stuck signing up for whatever they kind of had. And I signed up for one experiment on Wednesday, and it ends up that, like, I got out of work late, and there was pouring rain, so I didn't get out there in time, which stunk, because not only did I not get the credit for the experiment I was signed up for, but I also was deducted a point because I was late. So I needed to sign up for something last minute really fast. So I went right on the website and I found something called an EEG test, and I figured, why not? It gives me 2 credits. If I do that and I do the other one I was scheduled for the next day, I'll be good for the semester. So I signed up for it, and then I really didn't read about it until later on that night when I went home, and it said, don't wear heavy makeup, this is a brain test. So I told my mom about it, and she was like, oh, your sister had one of those. They put all gel in your hair and this whole cap on your brain. So I was like, all right, this sounds interesting. I'm not really too skeeved out by it, so whatever. So I go and I meet the experimenter. It was very nice, and she was explaining to me what they were gonna do. So they take a cap and put it on your head. First, they attach these suction cups to your face. I'm not really sure what they do, but behind your ears they do it, and on my forehead they did a few. And then they put this cap on my head. I'm not sure what the cap is called. She didn't tell me, but she put the cap on my head, and then she has to put this gel that's made of a saltwater solution in, and she has to clear my hairline so these probes that they put in through the holes on this cap can get like direct contact onto my skull instead of, I guess, through my hair, because I guess it ruins the experiment. So she does that. I'm having a lot of weird gel in my hair, but I wasn't really bothered by it. So I'm sitting in this dark room by myself, and she then proceeds to tell me, oh, we're going to be showing you some very neutral images, just of like tables and chairs, and then you're going to be seeing some erotic images. So I was like, oh, okay, no big deal. It was very, very erotic. I'm not going to get into the details, but very interesting. But afterward, it really wasn't that uncomfortable, wasn't that bad. The room was a little bit cramped, but it was okay. And I didn't see the results of my tests. I don't really know what they consisted of, but it was a very interesting experience. And definitely a good story to tell, but other than that, it was a pretty new thing for me, I guess, and I really hope I don't have to get another one ever. I know that they do give them out medically, and I know that the one I received is not as intense as a medical one, so I got lucky in that regard, but definitely a weird thing to do. So that was my experience with an EEG. So this is basically it. Alright, thanks.